of mine, Rick Pollard, showed me a long time ago. His nickname's Moose. He called this the sucker choke. And we've had some modicum of success with students that have learned this and then taken it out into the wider grappling world. In that even with a fairly low level of skill, you can pull this thing off and have a strong potential for making a successful strangulation out of it. Works from a basic position in which you're keeping the man out, and I recommend initially working from your back and giving people problems with your feet so that he has a hard time working through these legs. You give him fits with them. You just stick your feet on him kind of like peanut butter, and everywhere they move and whatever happens, you're just floating with, propping him. So you're able to, he's hooking up and trying to get under him, and you're hooking in through, over the top, giving him problems with the feet. Basically, having a strong leg game is a prerequisite of this, so you need to invest in the defense from the legs quite a bit. The second aspect of this choke happens as he's passing and trying to get through the legs, that you're going to put your hands right up here on his shoulders. We'll turn this way slightly. Like you're holding the man out. Oh no, he's coming in to get you. And this is a fairly weak position, actually, to have hands separated at his shoulders. You make grips on all opposite sides of his collars like this. Now normally, for optimal strength and delivery of energy, we'd like two hands together to own one side of his body. But in this case, our hands are separated, so we're giving him a weak structure and an obvious problem. If he's a smart grappler at this point, he would be saying to himself, I wonder why this guy is giving me a weak structure here. But most people get so infatuated with the power they're exerting, they don't pay attention to the fact that the man's made an obvious error in terms of architecture of structure and delivery of power. So he's up there fighting through, doing his job. My hands come up into play in this weak zone. Now as he's working and playing, and you're playing and working with him, and the hands are pushing and I'm giving him trouble, I'm basically just bridging him out and holding him out with the two palms. And somewhere in here, as he's making a little more headway, I take my, in this case, my right hand, and I'm just going to turn it over and set my grip different. Now, I don't want to make this real obvious. I'd kind of like to have him barreling down on me a little bit. And I give him a fist for a second, and I reestablish a grip. So basically, he still just feels a bunch of push. Once that hand change occurs, from here to here, once that has occurred, I make the first of my little problems for him, which is that I give him a profound weakness on one side. You see my leg go down? Let's watch that again. I've made the hand change. Boom. I'm still pushing, push, making him feel like I'm holding him off. But then I let one leg die. Boom. On the same side as the hand that's just turned. What that does is it opens the gate for him to do what? To try swing it around and try to establish control of my body in this same dimension. So he's going to begin to come on top of me right here. Boom. That's what I've been waiting for, because as he passes this leg, go back over, as this leg dies, boom, and he begins to pass it. The second he does, I'm going to use my whole body turning to execute the choke. So, just to review, we'll take it from a different line this time. First off, you got to have your legs working. Good. Then, we set the dumb position up with our hands, and it's sort of like, oh no, I'm panicked, I'm holding him off, right? And again, my legs are working into his hips, inside his legs, and whatever. I change position of one hand and set the collar grip. My hands are going to wind up in the position like you're holding a baseball bat. So initially, they're just pushing away. And you're pushing, he's fighting. The fist comes in, it kind of punches him a little in the pec. Then it slips up and you're still pushing, you're pushing now from this surface. And all he feels is a bunch of push mostly. Then the grip is set, and the leg gets weak. Boom, my outside leg just got weak. Fell to the ground like, I don't know, like it just got wore out, or he just got lucky, or I just made a dumb mistake. That leg that's been giving him fits all this time suddenly is like a wide open door. And if he's not wary, he'll just immediately go here. As he immediately goes here, I'm going to do it slow. This hand, the elbow of the right arm for the palm up grip, is sliding under the elbow of the left arm. And my entire body is turning like a winding function. So if I take him off the picture, just step out. My whole body is going to wind around to create this. You put it back in the picture. You ride right up on top of him, do a little chest crawl action, and game over. It's a high probability chokeout situation in our experience around here. We had one young man named Hal that ran off to the military, and he was about an EQ here in judo, and dominated the ground combatives world around the military for up through the intermediate levels with nothing but this basic choke. He was not a superior grappler when he left here, but he did have this and a few other key mechanisms in place, bridge and roll escape and fundamental hold downs. And this as his offensive end made it several years of great success out of nothing but this one little flash move. So try it, see how it works for you, and have some fun with it. Let me know. Thank you, man.